What's going on, everybody? Randy with Nerds Templar. A blessed Good Friday to you today, tonight, this evening. Coming to you a little late today, but again, the Triduum festivities or the solemn festivities. It's odd, We call it Good Friday, but it is the most solemn day of the year. So yeah, it's a bit of a paradox in a sense. Why do we call it what are we celebrating today? I guess first of all, for those of you who may not know what Good Friday is, we are celebrating the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. That is why it's today, a couple days before, obviously, the resurrection day, Easter, the day that he was crucified, the Friday that happened. That's today. That's what we celebrate today. Um, and why do we call it good then? In that case, well, I guess maybe we should just get into the daily gospel before, and maybe that'll make a little more sense before we, I guess, get into the reason for the season, for this season. Not quite the Christmas season, but just as holy of a season, of course, the holiest of seasons. Um, yes. So I mean, let's just begin. Like, subscribe today. We will be doing some big building. I didn't quite put that in the title, but there's going to be some hopefully pretty massive build things happening today and tomorrow morning. First, tomorrow morning's Saturday stream. Usually this one would be a little longer. We're definitely going to get at least 2 hours in today. Um, we'll see how much we do, how late we go. But then, of course, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, we will be here again for some more streamage of Monkraft, doing basically the same thing. The goal is to get some foundations laid today, some good foundations, some nice looking foundations. And then maybe do a nice huge build within said foundations tomorrow. Again, I'll go more in detail with that after we begin. I am going to, for what, two reasons. We really missed the 6 p.m. Angelus window for one, and also um, today, as you'll see in a moment here, this is pretty long, but I think so. I think this will suffice for our prayer for the day for the stream. So in that case, let us begin. I'm going to turn my webcam off because you don't need me for this. You don't need me. Okay. I mean, not my face at least. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. This is the gospel according to John. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus went out with his disciples across the Kidron Valley to where there was a garden, into which he and his disciples entered. Judas, his betrayer, also knew the place because Jesus had often met there with his disciples. So Judas got a band of soldiers and guards from the chief priests and the Pharisees and went there with lanterns, torches, and weapons. Jesus, knowing everything that was going to happen to him, went out and said to them, "Whom are you looking for?" They answered him, "Jesus the Nazarene." He said to them, "I am." Judas, his betrayer, was also with them. When he said to them, "I am," they turned away and fell to the ground. So he again said to them, "Ask them, whom are you looking for?" They said, "Jesus the Nazarene." Jesus answered, "I told you that I am. So if you are looking for me, then let these men go." This was to fulfill what he had said, "I have not lost any of those you have gave me." And then Simon Peter, who had a sword and drew it, struck the high priest's slave and cut off his right ear. The slave's name was Malchus. Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword into its scabbard. Shall I not drink the cup that the Father gave me?" So the band of soldiers, the tribune, and the Jewish guards seized Jesus, bound him, and brought him to Annas first. He was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, who was high priest that year. It was Caiaphas who had counseled the Jews that it was better that one man should die rather than the people. Simon Peter and another disciple followed Jesus. Now the other disciple was known to the high priest, and he entered the courtyard of the high priest with Jesus. But Peter stood at the gate outside. So the other disciple, the acquaintance of the high priest, went out and spoke to the gatekeeper and brought Peter in. Then the maid who was the gatekeeper said to Peter, "You are not one of this man's disciples, are you?" He said, I am not. Now the slaves and the guards were standing around a charcoal fire that they had made, because it was cold, and were warming themselves. Peter was also standing there keeping warm. The high priest questioned Jesus about his disciples and about his doctrine. Jesus answered him, I have spoken publicly to the world. I have always taught in the synagogue or in the temple area where all the Jews gather, and in secret I have said nothing. Why ask me? Ask those who heard me what I said to them. They know what I said. When he had said this, one of the temple guards standing there struck Jesus and said, Is this the way you answer the high priest? Jesus answered him, If I have spoken wrongly, testify to the wrong. But if I have spoken rightly, why do you strike me? Then Annas sent him bound to Caiaphas the high priest. Now Simon Peter was standing there keeping warm, and they said to him, You are not one of his disciples, are you? He denied it and said, I am not. One of the slaves of the high priest, a relative of the one whose ear Peter had cut off, said, Didn't I see you in the garden with him? Again Peter denied it, and immediately the cock crowed. Then they brought Jesus from Caiaphas to the praetorium. It was morning, and they themselves did not enter the praetorium, in order not to be defiled, so that they could eat the Passover. So Pilate came out to them and said, What charge do you bring against this man? They answered and said to him, If he were not a criminal, we would not have handed him over to you. At this, Pilate said to them, Take him yourselves and judge him according to your law. The Jews answered him, We do not have the right to execute anyone, in order that the word of Jesus might be fulfilled, that he said, indicating the kind of death he would die. So Pilate went back into the praetorium and summoned Jesus and said to him, Are you the king of the Jews? Jesus answered, Do you say this on your own, or have others told you about me? Pilate answered, I am not a Jew, am I? Your own nation and the chief priests handed you over to me. What have you done? Jesus answered, My kingdom does not belong to this world. If my kingdom did belong to this world, my attendants would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not here. So Pilate said to him, Then you are a king? Jesus answered, You say I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice. Pilate said to him, What is truth? When he had said this, he again went out to the Jews and said to them, I find no guilt in him, but you have a custom that I release one prisoner to you at Passover. Do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews? They cried out again, Not this one, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a revolutionary. Then Pilate took Jesus and had him scourged. And the soldiers wove a crown out of thorns and placed it on his head, and clothed him in a purple cloak. And they came to him and said, Hail, King of the Jews! And they struck him repeatedly. Once more Pilate went out and said to them, Look, I am bringing him out to you, so that you may know that I find no guilt in him. So Jesus came out, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple cloak. And he said to them, Behold the man. When the chief priests and the guards saw him, they cried out, Crucify him! Crucify him! Pilate said to them, Take him yourselves and crucify him. I find no guilt in him. The Jews answered, We have a law, and according to that law he ought to die, because he made himself the Son of God. Now when Pilate heard this statement, he became even more afraid, and went back into the praetorium and said to Jesus, Where are you from? Jesus did not answer him. So Pilate said to him, Do you not speak to me? Do you not know that I have power to release you, and I have power to crucify you? Jesus answered him, You would have no power over me if it had not been given to you from above. For this reason, the one who handed me over to you has the greater sin. Consequently, Pilate tried to release him, but the Jews cried out, If you release him, you are no friend of Caesar. Everyone who makes himself a king opposes Caesar. When When Pilate heard these words, he brought Jesus out and seated him on the judge's bench in the place called Stone Pavement, in Hebrew, Gabbatha. It was preparation day for Passover, and it was about noon. And he said to the Jews, "Behold your king." They cried out, take him away, crucify him." Pilate said to them, "Shall I crucify your king?" The chief priests answered, "We have no king but Caesar." Then he handed him over to them to be crucified. So they took Jesus, and carrying the cross himself, he went out to what is called the place of the skull, in Hebrew, Golgotha. There they crucified him, and with him two others, one on either side, with Jesus in the middle. Pilate also had an inscription written and put on the cross. It read, "Jesus the Nazarene, the King of the Jews." Now many of the Jews read this inscription, because the place where Jesus was crucified was near the city, and it was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. So the chief priests of the Jews said to Pilate, "Do not write the King of the Jews, but that he said, 'I am the King of the Jews.'" Pilate answered, "What I have written, I have written." When the soldiers had crucified Jesus, they took his clothes and divided them into 4 shares, a share for each soldier. They also took his tunic, but the tunic was seamless, woven in one piece from the top down. So they said to one another, "Let's not tear it, but cast lots for it to see whose it will be." In order that this passage of Scripture might be fulfilled, that says, "They divided my garments among them, and for my vesture they cast lots." This is what the soldiers did. Standing by the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, and Mary of Magdala. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple there whom he loved, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her into his home. After this, aware that everything was now finished, in order that the scripture might be fulfilled, Jesus said, "I thirst." There was a vessel filled with common wine. So they put a sponge soaked in wine on a sprig of hyssop and put it up to his mouth. When Jesus had taken the wine, he said, "It is finished." And bowing his head, he handed over the spirit. Now, since it was preparation day, in order that the bodies might not remain on the cross on the Sabbath, for the Sabbath of that week was a solemn one, the Jews asked Pilate that their legs be broken and that they be taken down. So the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first and then of the other one who was crucified with Jesus. But when they came to Jesus and saw that he was already dead, they did not break his legs. But one soldier thrust his lance into his side, and immediately blood and water flowed out. An eyewitness has testified, and his testimony is true. He knows that he is speaking the truth, so that you also may come to believe. For this happened so that the scripture passage might be fulfilled. Not a bone of it will be broken. And again, another passage says, "They will look upon him whom they have pierced." After this, Joseph of Arimathea, secretly a disciple of Jesus for fear of the Jews, asked Pilate if he could remove the body of Jesus, and Pilate permitted it. So he came and took his body. Nicodemus, the one who had first come to him at night, also came bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes weighing about 100 pounds. They took the body of Jesus and bound it with burial clothes, along with the spices, according to the Jewish burial custom. Now, in the place where he had been crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb, in which no one had yet been buried. So they laid Jesus there because of the Jewish preparation day, for the tomb was close by. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Well, yes, it is, of course, on this solemn day most fitting to read the entire passage, right? The entire narrative of this The occasion, right? Our Lord's crucifixion, his death, the fulfillment, not the full fulfillment, right? We have yet to hit that, but as he said, it is finished. That was the that was the peace, right? That was that was the while we have more to come, of course, the resurrection, the ascension, and everything. This was the moment that was the final piece to set everything else in motion, if you will. He got through his own trial. The God Man made it through. Again, the Garden of Gethsemane. We get a look at that, but yeah, here we are again, as Saint John puts it. He knew what was happening. He is God. He knew what was happening. He knew this was his. This was the mission. This was what he was sent here for. As he tells Pilate, he was sent here to testify to the truth. He also was sent here to atone for the sins of everyone who will believe in him, of course. And of course, we have a quite an abrupt ending, fittingly as well, because this is where we ended. And so, why do we call it good? Why would we call such a thing good? You know what? I think I have perhaps an even better answer that's even more succinct. I'll say firstly that, of course, this, as I just mentioned, this was the final piece to set in motion the rest to secure our salvation for us. Right? That's what this moment is. That's why it's good, even if it is the death of our Lord. It is the death of Him, but it is also His victory on the cross. And I think that it's so, I guess, eloquently put as maybe not the correct way of saying it. Fitting, I just said, but it is quite fitting. It is prophetic, of course, and the church in the lectionary for today it sets that it sets this up quite nicely. We have the first reading of today would, and I'm just going to straight read this because I think this is really better than anything else I could give. What more could I really say on top of what we had just read anyway? But I think this will put all of that for anyone out there maybe who may still not quite get it themselves. I mean, we all can get it better than we do, right? Even I, of course, a fellow sinner, obviously fails to get it. But this is from the Old Testament. This is from the prophet Isaiah. It is chapter 52, verses 13 to 53 is what I'll be reading here. See, my servant shall prosper. He shall be raised high and greatly exalted. Even as many were amazed at him, so marred was his look beyond human semblance, and his appearance beyond that of the sons of man. So shall he startle many nations. Because of him, kings shall stand speechless. For those who have not been told shall see, those who have not heard shall ponder it. Who would have believed what we have heard? To whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? He grew up like a sapling before him, like a shoot from the parched earth. There was in him no stately bearing to make us look at him, nor appearance that would attract us to him. He was spurned and avoided by people, a man of suffering, accustomed to infirmity, one of those from whom people hide their faces, spurned, and we held him in no esteem. Yet it was our infirmities that he bore, our sufferings that he endured, while we thought of him as stricken, as one smitten by God and afflicted. But he was pierced for our offenses, crushed for our sins. Upon him was the chastisement that makes us whole. By his stripes we were healed. We had all gone astray like sheep, each following his own way. But the Lord laid upon him the guilt of us all. Though he was harshly treated, he submitted and opened not his mouth. Like a lamb led to the slaughter or a sheep before the shearers, he was silent and opened not his mouth. Oppressed and condemned, he was taken away. And who would have thought any more of his destiny when he was cut off from the land of the living and smitten for the sin of his people? A grave was assigned him among the wicked, and a burial place with evildoers, though he had done no wrong, nor spoken any falsehood. But the Lord was pleased to crush him in infirmity. If he gives his life as an offering for sin, he shall see his descendants in a long life, and the will of the Lord shall be accomplished through him. Because of his affliction, he shall see the light and fullness of days. Through his suffering, my servant shall justify many, and their guilt he shall bear. Therefore, I will give him his portion among the great, and he shall divide the spoils with the mighty, because he surrendered himself to death and was counted among the wicked. And he shall take away the sins of many, and win pardon for their offenses. Now, again, that is the Old Testament uh, in the book of Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah. So I I don't think that I could explain uh, what our Lord did on this day any better than that, right? And I think that's where we can probably end it. Uh, yeah, yeah. That's I think that'll do it. There's a saying uh, that we say in the Catholic, well, not like all the time. The what do we call this exactly? I don't know if it has an actual name or not, but when we do stations, there's a sort of a refrain, the Stations of the Cross going through. We have this refrain. It's also fitting, of course, for this. You do the Stations of the Cross leading up through Lent, but I think this is a good fitting way for us to end just a very easy, quick prayer that maybe you would also like to memorize in a sense. It's a nice just a thing to have on your mind, especially this time of the year. But we adore you, O Christ, and we praise you because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world. And that's it. Amen. Okay. Anyway, what's up, guys? Atomic Pundy. Uh, logical. Yo, is that the Raptors fan? Do you have to pray? I mean, that I guess all depends. Not really. I'm not like forcing anybody in the chat to do anything. No, no. Or are you asking what Monkraft is? This is it, man. No, this is the stream. That's our beginning of at least if nothing else. Let me toss the old book. Oh wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. That'll do all this stuff. So a little late today, but slightly good reason. Hello. Oh no, Stranded's leather just popped off the thing. Hello, snowball guy. What happened here? Why does this always happen? Do you want to go in there, please, sir? Thank you. Yeah, I guess I thought I changed that, but apparently this thing's happening again where things pop things off of pop item frames off. There you go. Branded. Cactus is gonna make you pay for all of those, including the ones I threw. Those are his special snowballs. All right, but let me get oh my goodness, a very hot sip of 9 in the evening coffee. The noise though just like crashes into him. What in the world? Yeah, of course we are. For any of you who don't know, in Monkraft here, the SMP, we are in the spawn. We are in, I guess, what do we call this? Monkraft Kingdom. Oh, you brought your own. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Monkraft Kingdom spawn area. we've just set up so many things, just switched over to Java, added so many things. We used to be just full vanilla in Bedrock, but now we are Java Bedrock crossplay, and we got a few things. We got some safe claims. We got some PvP claims. We got a team system. We got a chicken right here that came out of an egg right now. I think just now. This is one of my teammates, though you wouldn't know it because he's whipping snowballs at me very aggressively, and then I popped him in the. Why does it make so much noise randomly? It's just like the first hit or something. Very strange. Here's another one of my teammates who was just always AFK up in his music house. Ben, 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 Ben. So if I'm not mistaken, this thing only works like if you're in range of it, and if you come into range of it, you got to kind of wait for the next song to start. Um, is that or are these from you, Pundy? Did you do all of this? Yeah, that's wow. You put a lot of effort into that. Would you use like magenta dye or what is that? Or is that just red? Anyway, what we're gonna do, I have a bunch of materials that I gathered in the meantime when I was waiting to do start stream. This is the market area which we've done recently. Ben actually redid this staircase, which is looking pretty nice. I guess he's gonna do redo his mansion as well. Oh, lanterns, did you get some? Nice, nice. Well, thank you, because I could use them because we're gonna make the posh residential district over here. I'm going to start structuring, as I mentioned in the beginning. We're going to do some big structure things tonight. Hopefully, a lot of it, most of it, and then we can maybe do a big build tomorrow. I think it's pretty. So we're going to use like this entire area right here. Everything that I'm looking at right here, this entire mountainside, through the foresty area, over to right to where the grand stairs are. I would say right to it. And we might as well use this big open area as well, right? So this will all pretty much be the one place, and it seems like a decent spot for like a I don't know, like the square, the market area, the central location of this place. Be right sort of where this is with trees. So let's do that. Let me also put some music on real quick for us. So it's not so silent. We're too far away from Ben's uh wait, what is it? Ben's brilliant beats. We're too far away from the brilliant beats of Ben to hear them. We're just gonna have to do our own thing. Where's the mine? I don't know. There's a ton of them. Do you long for it? All right, here we go. All right. We're already randomizing the jazz beats, so let me turn it down a tad. Oh, pretty much just on my end here. Turn it up on your end. Sorry, you probably didn't hear much of that in the beginning, did you? All right. Fundy, fundy, or fundy. Yeah, again, team. We got the team thing going. We got the save claims. The team thing is mixed in, like paired with the PvP claim system we got. Did I bring any cobble or did I put all of it away right just now? Possible I did. I also didn't bring. Hold on, let me go grab a couple more things. I don't have any chest. Somehow. Oh yeah, that's right. So unfortunately, I died. Was that last? Yeah, I guess that was last night. So it was after the last stream. I got my first death since going Java. It was very unfortunate. I died AFK, and I was even safe. Oh, I was doing testing, and the only way to destroy the items I was testing was to like put them in a shulker and then throw the shulker in lava. And I went AFK with a block of lava, one by one of lava next to me. I was inside a big stone. It was all stone around me and below me and everything and whatever, but I wasn't thinking. And I went AFK, and apparently the block I was standing on caught fire. The silver lining is I came back within 5 minutes from my long AFK session to at least find my, and I was also standing next to my alt. And I then saw all my death loot sitting there, like, floating on the floor in front of my alt's face. So I was able to grab it all. and save it at least, most of it. I did lose an elytra, and I think I lost my regular bundle, which didn't really have anything too crazy in it, I don't think. Or did I lose that, actually? May have not. I kind of hope I didn't, because I also had two wither skeleton skulls in there. Would have preferred to not lose those. But yeah, it is possible that I did. Why am I'm missing color? Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Oh, hold up, hold up. It might be this. Never mind. Nope. GG. Do I have any... Am I going to have to get another... See? CKG. This is why I have so many ender chests. This is why. This stack used to be over 40, I'm pretty sure. Not because I die all the time, I guess, but they do get taken a lot. Oh yeah, Pundy also just died because of a creeper accident. Oh, I hope I do. Is it in my... Oh, please tell me I do, because I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it. That is like, it has to be somewhere, right? Might have to go back and check the, I'm not like missing it in my inventory somewhere. No. Yeah, I know I saw it, but it's possible it might have despawned if I didn't somehow get it into the chest. Because I was a little full, and pretty sure none of these were on me at the time. It was just any shulkers I have on me right now, so. Yeah, hopefully it somehow just escaped your view in the chest. I hope. Or else, I can try to hook you up. That's about the best. Wait a second, did I just see? No, it was just a jumpy name. Yeah, sorry, Bundy. I don't think so. Oh, well, mine shafts. Yeah, true. Yeah, they do have good loot. We are, however, where is it down there? Oh, we're nearing 13,000 days right now, guys. Very close to 13,000. It's about time, I think, that Cactus comes back and we get some Monkraft Olympics going. To be completely honest with you, I'd really like to wait for him to return to do that. Let's start setting our place up and stop dilly dallying around, eh? Got a table now. No. Oh, that's smart. Path signs to marker paths. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm actually like really bad at path marking and reminding myself where I've been and where I shouldn't go back down because there's nothing there. Oh, okay, one more thing to grab. One more thing to grab because I put all that cobble away and I'm gonna use some of that I think for paths. This is the first thing we're doing. Put it up here. Never mind. I have even more. There's even more in the slime cave in the generator. I'll probably go have to get it. Excuse me, Bundy. Did you steal Stranded's leather? That is just an awful thing to do. Poor Stranded. He had a hard life. I hope you didn't use him for like a bundle or something. That'd be horrible. The Stranded bundle. I still have two other pieces of him though. So I guess there's more. There's more of him. But please don't make a bag out of Stranded. Ow. Oh, why would I? Oh, Wait, do I have it somehow? Granted, hello? Gone. Alright, we are going to... I don't know, water. Apparently that burnt in the lava as well. Yeah, the bundle I usually take around with me is gone. So are all the buckets I would have had in it. Oh man, I didn't realize it's hard sometimes with like those little things to remember what you lost. Oh, there's the rest of Stranded right there. Also Reggie's bone. Oh, yeah. We're gonna just clear the snow with some water. Make it easy on myself, maybe. A fully frozen lake here. All right. Yeah, luckily, also, when I died, I was randomly wearing this armor set and not my Curse of Vanishing one, which I would have normally been wearing. So, yeah, glad I didn't do that. Making my job a lot easier. Pretty bad one. All right, that should do for a bit. Thank you for all the lanterns also, Punty. Appreciate it. See if we can get like a main path going first. That's my main goal. Initial goal. Gimme. Um, all right. I think I'm gonna actually just go straight with it here because there we got a hill there. Um, do we wanna? Yeah, that's fine. You too, no. No, no. Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be too wide. No, that might be all right. Go for like the general path right now. Or I guess less of a path, and again, this is more like the main wear area. I wish I had some dirt on me right now, actually. Oh well. Go without it. I will probably just fill in most of this area. I don't think it'll stay cobble, but we could maybe mix the cobble in with whatever else we go with here. And we can use this as sort of like we did the market We can use this as the guide for where everything else will sort of naturally go. Oh, nice. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty big, I guess. Yeah, and logical is not even the only Raptors fan of Nerds Templar. It's been so long though, I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what your name is. The other Raptors fan. But if I saw you and know it's you, but logical, I definitely remember you being around as well. You're not new to the stream. Welcome back, then I should say. But I don't think if I recall, you actually watched some Pokemon ones back in the day. Or maybe I'm making all of it up, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're Java and Bedrock here, so if you wanted to join us, this is our own SMP, Monkraft, our own SMP. As I said, we're pretty much vanilla. We like to have all the things possible. PvP basically is really the only thing I guess I'm referring to. Everything else is usually always possible, but it is just a straight up SMP. We don't have like we're trying to keep it as vanilla as possible. We're not using like teleports and stuff, although we have a claim system to make building a little more safe. But then we have a PvP claim system to sort of incentivize PvP again, with the safe claims being a thing, or at least incentivize the attempt of the potential of PvP by building in PvP areas. And that's in fact the incentive is to get more money, which is another system we have, just a standard currency that is used for the claim buying itself, and also just for regular player trading to maybe help out with trading as well, which kind of opens up the whole player economy system in general, because we can do so much with it now. But again, no teleports or anything, so you kind of have to like still trade in a vanilla way. Again, we have our market up there. People are we haven't done it yet. Ben was asking me when the deadline for the art competition is. I told him I guess whenever 2 people submit entries, because we don't have any of them yet. I think he's working on it though, so we at least have him doing one. I might just have to give him money, and guys, I don't want to just give Ben money. You know that. Here's the balance top if anyone's wondering what that's like these days. Yo, I broke 1 mil again. Let's go. And I owe KG like a netherite set and like some logs that aren't really worth a bunch, but they're still something. I'm gonna pass Ben up for sure. Again, I paid Snub back because he gave me an entire 1 mil, so I could be number 1 over Ben. I gave him half of it back, but I did keep the other half. I'm not gonna lie. He gave it to me. I'm gonna keep the other half. GG. I spent it all already. It's gone. Mostly spent on our kingdom though, because you can yeah, transfer the points back and forth. One of the coolest things though, again, our team system, our claim system, all that stuff are regular plugins, well known, very popular, very good, robust plugins for Java here. Not just for Java, but things that work on in our setup. Geyser, a plugin itself for playing Java and Bedrock crossplay. But we are currently in the creating and testing phase of our very own plugin, which is like I'm calling it Skill Elytra, basically achievement based elytra where you hit certain stats, you hit certain requirements, and you unlock these special elytra. They don't have any special stats or anything, or effects or anything like that, but they do have a cool skin, recolored. It's basically a new recolored elytra. It's going to be a wholly new item, pretty much in the game as far as the game goes, but it's just going to be a recolored elytra. But it's for it's for flex purposes. It's to show off, uh, whatever you're best at or whatever you like to do the most in the game. And if you play enough, if you're regular enough, then you'll get a lot of them. We have it's gonna be a pretty much like full. I don't know how to put it. Like, if you were going to get every single one, because you can get these skill elytra, and then you can get ascended versions of them, and there's 29 currently that we have planned. And if you get to all 29 somehow, and they're not easy to get in general, the ascended ones that are like 2.5 times more difficult, or whatever to get. Like the flying one, you have to fly 2 million blocks, for example. The ascended elytra flight time one is 5 million blocks, so 2 million, 5 million. That's sort of how we're doing most of the setup for the standard and the ascended versions. If you can get every single of the 29 ascended elytra, you will unlock the Grandmaster elytra. That's kind of the end of it, but it would take so long to get there that you can grind for quite a while. But it's not all about just grinding. It's about hanging out in Monkraft together and doing some fun stuff. So they're not terribly hard to get. I think that some of them, just based on the way people play, they're going to get them pretty quickly. They might even be very close to getting them already. In fact, I will probably myself be, if I can get all these things ready. It's kind of going pretty well. I might even be able to get it all prepared for next week. And if I can do that, I think I'm going to do another exploration stream. This time, we are going to do an elytra adventure. And I'm going to basically be trying to hit 2 million blocks flown with elytra. I'm at, let's see where I am right now. I think I'm at 1.6 or so. Going pretty well at the moment. Distance flown, no. I think that, wait, no, yeah, distance by elytra. Yeah, that's what we want. But yeah, 1.6 and a half almost million. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we're easily going to be able to finish the 2 million. Also with playtime, there's a playtime one. And just to make it a little more equal, and so it's not like it doesn't. If we would make it a whole month, which was my plan, like 30 days for the first one, you would basically have to be someone who can AFK in order to get it at all. So I did tone it down a little bit so it matches the other one. The time that it would take to get the other one's a little better, so it's 20 and 50 days. And because of that, we're going to be unlocking 2 elytra very early. I'm almost 17 days played right now, and I'll probably be AFKing. Now I'll definitely be AFKing over the weekend, so I can get to that 20 days played. And so we are going to on stream next week. If all goes well with the plugin itself, we will be showing off the unlocking of 2 different elytra. The time played one called the Nerd Elytra, as well as the elytra, the flying one, which is called the Skyfarer elytra. Which I don't know if I can do that one well enough. I think that one will be first, and we can kind of use that one for a bit until we do hit that 20 days. You guys are reminiscing, and you guys are connecting. I love it. I love it. Also, what's up, Atomic? I think you're still in chat here. I gotta see what you guys are. How close you guys live. Sounds like you maybe not super close, but you definitely. Wow, that's crazy. So you guys were like really close. Wow, that's nuts. Or at least you were. You're talking about where you used to live there, Bundy. Is that right? Okay, so we kind of rounded this off a little bit. This is nice. Let's bring this over here a little bit more. We will do a couple other things. In fact, we need to go check out Atomic's build because he has been cooking even more over there. I think we should probably check out Pundy's as well. We're close by, both of them. We might as well do it. They're both continuing those builds of theirs, their bases. I guess Atomic, your actual base now. Don't even start with that snow. You need to start doing this again. Rip. I guess it's okay though. Sort of. I'm snowing on my cleared thing. This should be out here. I hate having to do this. This is so annoying. Can't sleep yet. We'll put these in actual places in a moment once we can start making the place for real. Not going to be like, well, the market's not going to remain like it is now, of course. And this will also not. Yeah, now we're all messed up because of the bed. Thanks a lot, bed. I got it fully wrong. All right, better. It looks like I can pretty much sleep now, right? But yeah, I need to grab another Riptide Trident. I lost my Riptide. I mean, I lost Tide Rip. I do still have Riptide. Come on. What the world happened to Stranded? Yeah, that is pretty crazy. It's indeed a small world. It's indeed. I live in a very small place, and but no matter where I go, I always feel like I run into somebody who knows somebody from where I'm from. It's like I live in like literally the smallest place possible, and like everybody, it's like okay, well apparently we just like populate the entire world or something from this one small town. But you know, that's kind of cool anyway. I sleep. Oh my goodness, dude. There's going to be so much snow all over. I think we're actually far enough away to not render it in, but not simulate it. Maybe. Hard to say. Hard to say. We're kind of close. We'll find out, I guess. Nice if I can make another one. I don't necessarily use Riptide itself, but I guess I'll have to. Oh, wow, these are all enchanted already. They're all loyalty. I must have just gone with them because I messed them up or so they weren't what I wanted. We wanted to. I was trying to. Yeah, I was doing it for the Christmas presents. I was trying to make. Well, you weren't here for that, Bundy, but I did. I made Christmas presents for everybody. Don't tell Cactus. He still hasn't gotten his. But I was trying to get the impaling without the loyalty, so we could use them for trident killers back in the Bedrock days. And as you can see, I had a lot that had loyalty on it as well. Kept them all. Guess I'm just gonna have to make this one into Riptide. There's no E-table set up here, is there? Why is that? I'm gonna have to put one somewhere, I guess. At spawn, I don't think there's one at all. Weird. Wait, Atomic might have one, but I won't break into your house, Atomic. I don't even know the last time you were there. I hate snow so much. Is it gonna be nighttime or not? Okay, now it's actually turning to nighttime, huh? As soon as I start flying back down. Yeah, probably. I guess it melts the snow anyway, so whatever. Canada is everywhere. We are all Canada. Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait a second. Yeah, building in the snow makes everything take so much longer. As I said last time, let's make I guess something here. What should we put in the middle of this place? The centerpiece. I mean, we could just do another cross. That makes the most sense. Hello? Hello there? You need to ruin those if you're trying to do something. Yeah, I still haven't done much. And by way of taking things out, I'm basically using the cobble. Oh, I'm basically done with the cobble I had, though. I am done with it. So let's just pick like a sort of central area in this, like right here, maybe. Where do I have to mark that, perhaps? This very much, but that'll work. I do think it should maybe be slightly over this direction. Right here. Be the where the centerpiece of this place goes. I think what I'm gonna do is I have no idea actually, because as usual I don't really plan these things. I just sort of do it. But we're just gonna start doing it, I think. We're gonna use the jazz to guide us. The jazz beats will guide the way. 1, 2, 4, 5. How many did I go here? 3, okay. 6. Oh, right there. Okay. We need more. I have more cobble down at the generator. I'll have to go grab that and do a maybe bigger platform. But I don't think we need more cobble. I think we'll be fine with what we have. How many does it do here? 4. We need more than that. That's 5 so far. Okay. You all right? 10, I believe. Yes. This is my spear. Just pretend that was a spear and not a shovel. And that I could actually do damage to you. We do the same here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. All right. Not bad so far. Can we try to make this like a circular sort of shape? What if I maybe bring it out a little bit more? Would that help? What did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4 corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was exactly the same. How about that? I mean, that might work. That might work. It's not a whole lot of space in between them, though. It'd be better if they were out here, probably. One, two, 4, and then. When did I come out? Well, the noise outside. I don't know if that's wind or what. But he's helping. I don't know what he's doing, but he is helping. He says. So he says. 2, 3, 4. You picking up snow and then disposing of it in some way. There. There is, do you know where Slime Cave is, Bundy? There's a cobble generator down there, and there's a bunch of cobble in there if you wanted to actually help. It'd be awesome if you could bring that up. Or ice down mascot. If you have this space, of course. There we go. There. Now I move this one out. 2, 3. Here. Yeah. Okay. That might do. If you don't know where Slime Cave is, then this is a great opportunity to find out. Is- Did I do something that I wasn't supposed to be able to do or something? You're confused about my my amazing placement skills? Yeah. See? Easy. Nice. Yeah, again, this is the posh, rich area of Spawn. It'll be a renting district, but it's for the people who can afford some really nice rented houses, not just the stone ones of Slime Cave. Even though they are quite nice too. Everything's nice. Goodbye. Goodbye, flying man. I think this will work. This is pretty big, but it's fine. It's fine. Now again, they're rich, so hopefully, at least. I mean, if they're not, then they can't have a house here. They'll be rich. Go to Slime Cave, and this guy has got a vote now. Why did every time that I'm doing a build, somebody ends up voting around it? Is there just something about my builds that seem very votable? Botastic. Go to Slime Cave. Wow, I just used 3 rockets. Fine, fine. We are rich after all. We can fraud it. Let's go this way. I guess. Ow. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, here's the residential area over here. Slime Cave. This is one of the newer editions of Slime Cave after sort of making it. I mean, Slime Cave itself was always massive, but I guess building up more of it into an actual livable area like this. KG's build, rentable house, KG's. A very beautiful build. Ah, man, he got it. He got it. He got it. He got it. Then he just grunted so loud at you. That's why she did that. Very massive sigh. It was because of what you just said. This one's from Ben. Ben's builds. I don't know what this is about, but it's there. We got Bob doing something up here. I did the basic, as always, the basic infrastructure of things as we're doing now. Bob's build here. Not huge, but not. Wait a second. I think he missed the memo, as tends to happen. What was happening here? Cactus just never tells him anything that's going on in the stream. So Cactus goes in the stream and doesn't play, but then Bob gets on and plays, and he's like not in the stream. So Cactus doesn't tell him anything. They are brothers, and that's what brothers do, right? My build though is down here. It's a little more humble than the other ones. It does have a mailbox though. Okay, okay. We don't need that on the screen. Get out of here. No one cares. No one cares. Wait. There we go. We're ending this because it's just not. We don't even need that on there. A big old bar on the screen all stream. I need to remove it. I don't know why this is here, but aside from this, build's looking pretty good. It does connect. I believe it connects into Narnia, so I would caution perhaps anybody who builds who rents here, don't enter the wardrobe, because this Narnia could be potentially more dangerous than the real Narnia. It sort of remains to be seen. If you're not fully geared out, probably more dangerous though. Atomic's plans are ruined. That's too bad. Atomic had some plans. They're now ruined. That's too bad. Maybe. Pundy up there. And here is the actual industry area, the initial original slime cave. Pundy, you slowly making your way down here, it looks like. I don't know. Maybe. Original villager area. The villagers are here. They're all like just stuck up there. Where Pundy's crouching. Secretly, hiddenly. Slime cave. Aptly named. Grips. Generator. More cobble for me. Ooh, yeah, I might need your help if you have some inventory space. That's all I can get. But that might be enough for our purposes. And there is all this, whatever's in here. Bunch of random stuff. And also our carrot farm. It sort of almost works fully. I fell. You can do these ones by yourself, though. By hand. Tedious. Oof. Oh no, I got it. Nice. Yeah, can't pick those up either. If you like, what's the... Yeah, that's not the secret. This is my secret. Whenever I'm planting or whatever, I just use this spot here to go back and forth on the levels, so you don't break any of the spots, or try to use these at least. Need some carrots. All right, got our cobbles. Should we go a different way back? 'Cause that's always fun. What is a different way back? Through the memorial of Hideyoshi. Oh my goodness! I'm alive. I've lived to tell the tale. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't use any of the textures. We made a bunch of the textures. We made all the textures for the first batch of the skill elytra. And I was showing them off before, but I figured I would not do that now. I would wait until I've earned them the right way once the plugin is fully implemented. Next week, hopefully, we can do it. I'm so excited. And again, also, once they're fully implemented, I think that I will very quickly be getting the Skyfarer elytra for distance traveled by elytra and the time played elytra, because we're nearing 20 days because I AFK so much, and I'm going to continue to do so. Why would I not? I'm so close to that first one. It'll be 50 days for the other one. And you know what? I was probably also really close to what we would have ended up doing for the Survivor elytra in the future. It's not going to be one of the first batch, but we are going to have that. And I was over 15 days survived. And then I died AFK. I'm so mad about it. There goes Pundy. Goodbye, sir. Gone on. Ooh, heated flooring. Not a bad idea. Being roped into a cult, monk cult. I mean, I guess depending on what your definition of cult is. Culture is technically a culture. But if you mean like the type that like drinks the crazy juice, then no. We're just Christian. But yeah, we don't actually. If you want to be part of our community, we don't necessarily. You don't have to be Christian. You do have to respect our beliefs and also just generally hold like traditional values in general, like-minded values at least, right? As long as you can do that. We're a family-friendly, wholesome, traditional-minded community. Always looking for more people to join us, especially inside of Monkraft and our Minecraft community here. So yeah, anybody out there who wants to do that. We're logical. I know I've seen you here before. This is not your first time here. I know it. I've seen that name before. But yeah, you are still more than welcome to join, even if you're not a Christian. We're just the parallel community here online to all the crazy woke nonsense. That's what we're trying to build here. It's Christ centered, yes, as you've heard in the beginning, but yeah, we don't like require any specific religious affiliations. And we are open. I may have crashed. Okay. We are open. You can join the Discord for free without anything. Just pop in the description of this stream and you can see the link for it. You can join us there. We have an application, Minecraft application text channel. You can pop an application in, quote unquote. It's not like a, it's not like a real application. It's just a few questions. This looks I don't know. I like it, but maybe there's too much. Maybe there's too many pillars. How can we solve that problem? Oh, I have an idea. Okay, I got it. We take out the ones in the cardinal directions, if you will. And then we can have the paths actually running through there, then that makes more sense. I think we're going to do some stripping of some of these logs. I just don't know exactly how I want to do it yet, so I'm just leaving them all full for now. Funny's going to come over here and just strip all of them because he doesn't believe in logs with bark on them. Ah, lovely. Well, I assume, though, you play some Minecraft, right? Because I do, if I'm not mistaken, you have popped in here before with Pokemon streams. So may or may not. I assume you do play Minecraft. Got some pretty cool things going. This is our forever world. We do want to do events and stuff as well. We have done some in the past. As we're growing here, we'll be able to do more and more, bigger and bigger events. One of the main plans. But now I don't know. I want to do all kinds of custom stuff. That's sort of one of the things I've been working on for a bit now, but now I've gotten into the entire way into making a Java plugin, so not a whole lot else to develop. Like, you can learn how to develop harder ones, of course, but aside from that, I've almost reached the not the pinnacle, of course, but starting to understand that at least the final thing is right. What comes after you start developing plugins, you're basically doing whatever you need to do to modify the game, right? Like Geyser itself, the thing that allows us to play with Bedrock, is itself a plugin. So yeah, we're advancing, guys. We're advancing, and I think that in the future, whenever I do some of the, you guys may or may not know from past streams, like the 5 relics was one we were working on, just different item add-ons and things for Bedrock even. Whenever I start doing some of that stuff for here, those are some things we could implement into Monkraft as not seasonal necessarily, but like events inside of Monkraft where we just allow the pack to be used for a bit, have some fun with it, see if we can, maybe put like make a season out of it in a sense where someone can come out as the winner of the like little event season thing that we're doing with alongside these plugins or whatever that we use, and then even after we take it out and it doesn't mess with like the game itself afterward, like just something we can put in, mess around with, and take back out, and it won't mess with anything. Easy enough to do, but we can still like reward whoever can like win or whatever in the event. We can reward them somehow inside of Monkraft, even after the plugin that they use to win, if that makes sense, goes away. I think that'd be good. Then we can do a lot more events inside of Monkraft itself. But what we really can't do is any kind of like survival Hunger Games types events. We kind of want a new world, fresh world for that, which is easy enough to do. That's no problem. And as well as, of course, the big civilization events. Man, I would really love to do some like big civilization type events. Those would be like the long-term type, of course. Yeah, someday, guys, someday like and subscribe so we can reach that point quicker. We grow slow and steady, like the turtle, because that's just how it goes. Whatever your traditional community inside a hostile environment, right? We're like behind enemy lines here, basically. If you want to be a rebel in today's world, just be Christian, That's what. Hello, flying man. I saw you back there for 1-2 seconds, perhaps. Just flying around spawn. Okay. How can we connect these? Is maybe the next question. And also utilizing. Okay, this is what here. Let's do this. As always, I'm just gonna start popping things in places and see what happens. I'm gonna start with this on these. No. Yeah, and once we build this is going to be just like the Slime Cave residence area and the marketplace just up there. This is going to be an area where any of the people who have building privileges that spawn here, like Pundy flying around, Atomic, who is or was on. Oh, that is Atomic. Hello. Not Pundy, but it is Atomic. What's up? What's up? Yeah, it'll be available for anybody to build at. Wow. Profound statement being made. Wow. Did it not go? You couldn't make it the other direction. Well, you did your best. It works this way almost. Now it's just the other way around. You just gotta put the banner the other direction. That's funny. Is that what? Oh, that's what you couldn't do. That's what your plan didn't work. That's why I see. Rip. Rip. I think this will be the start of it, and then maybe from here we curve it inward. What else we got? Oh, Pundy, I think planted that. That's why how he's helping, I guess. Thanks. Oh, hello? Oh, I thought thought it said hitbox. I was wondering why there's only one. It kind of looks, if you just glance at it, it looks like a hitbox. Promise. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some wood, I think. Actual wood. That's fine. Or stripped wood. I didn't know that was a thing till recently. That was only the beginning of our... That was only the off stack of our spruce. Yes. We have tons of spruce to use. A little bit of dark oak and regular oak. And a ton of stone. Thank you, KG, for the stone. Oh, we have even more spruce than that, yeah. Good, because that's obviously the main wood we're going to be using. Obviously. We're going like that, right? Yeah. I don't know. Does that look better? It looks the same. Does that look okay like that? Don't mind the fact that it's floating. Just ignore that. Is that where we just need a piece of wood instead of a log? Right on these ones? Maybe that will work then? See what it looks like. Does it need to be higher maybe? I don't... Wait. What did I do here? Okay, okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's. Hmm. Okay, 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 okay. All right, I got some ideas here, I think. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna keep this, but let's see what it might. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep this. I'll just use it. In fact, I take it back. Oh, yo, no way. Oh, I lost like an entire shulker. What was in that shulker? Hmm. Other than the. Oh, there's so much stuff in there. Can't remember what it was, but there was definitely scaffolding, which I do not have now. But that's fine. I usually don't use it anyway. But I was gonna use it for once. But no, I don't have it anymore. It's all gone. That's crazy. I cannot believe I did that. Now the question is, how am I doing this? Bear with me. Bear with me here. Oh, this is so hard to do with the logs. You place so many more logs than you would normally have to get them the right way. Put that one out. You take. Oh my goodness. It's a mess now. Out this one. I don't know. Maybe not. Everything is just floating there. Yeah. Not enough space to do what I'm doing, I think, is the problem. I need like, yeah, I might need like a bigger circle, which I'm not going to do. I just need to do a slight redesign here. This isn't bad. I think maybe we can continue with this somehow. See what we had here already. I think it would be about how we connect them. All. Not terrible, maybe. The fact that all the logs are going like different directions. Maybe take these out. Oh man, I don't like any way it looks. Got any ideas there, master builders? My master builder friends? Missed. Too many. Now it's like too many pillars. I don't like that. You can do like the entire infrastructure now, just like stuck on this centerpiece. But oh well, it's kind of worth it. Okay, you know what? Are you cutting down trees? Bro. Yo, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna destroy the entire forest. Did you come up with an idea? Is that what you're doing? You have an idea? You're shaking your head at me. I think he's pondering what he could do. Yeah. Considering the options. My thinking, well, I flew up for a reason. I flew up there so I could extend them all. I think maybe they could be like a slight bit higher. Whoop. Made it and I fell off. Wow. I'm so bad at parkour. Maybe I'm just overconfident. This could make it a little easier. What world are you doing? Oh, that reminds me. I actually have a couple other build ideas, but I need a lot of materials for them, and I need to find a good place for it. But I have like a massive build idea that I came up with recently that I'm gonna attempt to do. Did you mean to do that the other direction? Okay, okay. I'm gonna do atomic things over there. One's not a real one. We'll all go higher. Of course, this is mostly like the front of it of the city or town area, since there's ice right here. What in the world are you doing, dude? What is this supposed to be? You're gonna have your builder privileges revoked in spawn if you keep building garbage. What in the world is this? Ay, ay, ay. Rose is giving me more things to tear down. Wait. That's right. Wait, is that like the rare one? Doesn't have a name. What in the world is that? What I do here? What's oh, didn't finish. That's wrong too. Wait. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I guess not. How does this make it better? I don't know. We'll find out. There's some kind of trick to trying to get Axolotl to do something, or Tom was doing something. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. I think it's a little better like this. I'm thinking about maybe doing some arches if I can. Maybe. Have to figure out how. Problem is trying to do, yeah, I don't know. What, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just going for it. See what it looks like. Probably horrible. We might have to, these will be either wood or stripped wood, probably, these ones. How's that? You know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate that. It could be worse, I think. Yeah. It could definitely be worse. I will take that. That's a win in my book. Go Pundy, back to building. Oh yeah, these are just not supposed to be there. I think I'm gonna have more jazz beats for you guys next week. I've been trying to generate a few more of those. I feel like I have a lot of the other ones. We haven't played the new Spook Hop stuff recently because I haven't gotten it all. I have it all in playlist. I haven't downloaded it yet because I did generate a bunch of that, but I haven't done too much of the jazz beats, so we'll have to do some more. Get them in you. Oop, forgot the spruce. It'd be nice if I could get it from here. Nope, no way. I'll put some minutes away maybe. In case we need that. Where are you off to? Build blocks real quick. Hey, come on there. What are you doing, sir? It's a posh neighborhood, Atomic says. I'm just gonna make holes everywhere then. is this like the vandal coming in to do graffiti in the nice parts of town or something? Those soccer fans, man, I'm telling you. Waits 5 seconds to see if there's a reaction. What you grabbing out of your inventory? He has no idea. Does he? Is he not? Maybe he's not in stream. Oh, I just missed that. There's an arrow for you. I was just giving you an arrow, you know. It looks like he's trying to he's attempting to make something. Let's see if he can manage to do something before the stream ends. I think he probably there's plenty of time, so let's see if he can make something that actually looks half decent. That's not a structure, I should say. Let's not, you know, we all know Tomic's an amazing builder, but can you build whatever type of art this is supposed to be? I feel like he's building something here. That's what he needed the ice for. Well, that's weird. What? I don't think I've ever realized Ben's Mountain here has like a big flat side to it. What in the world? Something's happening. I can see something coming to fruition. Maybe. With a bucket of water. It always looks like a bucket of water, doesn't it? Just smaller. And ice. And more. Maybe that is what it is. Like are we playing Pictionary? We playing Minecraft Pictionary? Wow, that would be a fun Minecraft game night. Minecraft family game night. Minecraft Pictionary. Yeah, I want to do a little more. I think we don't even have to do it as spruce, I think. Maybe something better looking for this piece right here. Oh my goodness. I wish I had some wind charges on me. I don't know why I don't. It's been a bit since I've been at in a trial chamber. I kind of need more. Yeah. Oh, I thought I had it. I thought I had it. That's fine. I could just waste a bunch of rockets on this. Why not? The base. I see a nose and a mouth forming. I think. I built a similar face in my time over on the what do you call it? What do we call it? The End Portal Island that KG built. I built a face there. Let's put I know I have something. We do gold. Gold's always a decent way to go. Redstone. You know what? I'm kind of thinking redstone. I'm not gonna lie. No, you know what? This is the rich place. This is the rich place. Let's just go gold. I'm not gonna go too rich, you know. I'm pretty stingy, so. How did what? It's not going how I thought it was going. Yes, that actually looks really nice together. The spruce and the gold. Reminiscent of the Crafter Elytra. The brownish color. Orangish, brownish, and the yellowish rim. You guys do want to know what I'm talking about? I will throw one on real quick here, so you can see what one looks like. Let's look at one that I probably won't get soon. Should we look at the crafter one I just referenced? How about we just do that? Here is and they all look like this. There's a primary color and then a trim color on it. And just to differentiate, just to show that you've done something in the game. This is for crafting. There's like going to be a certain set of blocks, type of blocks, basically, just not like easy, no like sticks or planks, but probably like construction materials and any other types of items. We may not use equipment items like tools and weapons and armor because those might be just for smiths. We might keep that just for smiths, but we could also make it for crafters as well. But this is what that looks like. This is what we're talking about. I've been talking about. This is what it'll look like for the crafter Elytra. Again, it's a plugin. The textures are all plugin side, server side, that is. So both Java and Bedrock will be able to implement. We'll use them. Geyser will be able to work with our plugin to send the textures over, I believe, or send everything that needs to be sent over to Bedrock. There might be a few more things we need to do for that, but aside from just making the textures that'll go for the Bedrock, because the textures are a little different. But other than that, just a few things that need to be implemented for us to do it both ways. But yeah, pretty simple. That's what they're like, and you'll unlock them pretty much automatically from getting the requirements achieved. And again, hopefully next week, if all goes well, next week I will be able to show you guys the unlocking of two of those. The Skyfarer for the Elytra itself. Oh, wait. I called it. I called it, yo. Nice. That actually looks really good. Yeah. Well done. I know what it is already. That's crazy. That did not take you long to make something that actually looks like something. Like, I can make faces, but that's easy. Faces are easier to make than an actual thing like that. Because they can just be goofy faces and you still get the point across. Okay, I think I just came up with another idea for the next part of this thing. This thing's expensive, bro. I kind of did expect it to be, though. A bunch of wood. At the middle? Yes. Okay, let's go. Here's what I'm thinking. Oh no! About making me waste rockets. Sell. Fail of flight. Wow. Gotcha. I got you. Gotcha. I got it. I got it. Oh. All right. Now we like connect these, I guess, somehow. Yeah, that's always the issue with going like diagonals in Minecraft. They don't work. Excuse me. Diagonals just don't work, do they? So hard to do them. Gotta do like that. Now, how do we do it when we're going diagonally up and across? That's where the real question lies. Almost have to choose a side, choose like a favored direction. I think maybe. Oof. Really? That's lame. Bounced off of it. it this way. Yep. And do 10. Was that the last jazz beat? No way. No way. 1, 2, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost fell. Out of rockets. Same block, it just doesn't want to stay on there. We'll do those, I guess. I'll put on, I guess, cave songs. Time for some cave songs now. Okay, okay. Should we just make it like a... Oh, let's do this. Give me. Oh, we still need more. Have some? Yeah. I'm gonna say, if I miss that, that's just sad. I did not. It is not sad. It is glorious. Wait. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What do you think? Are you still cooking over there with that? How many, or should we keep it just to the 2? Is that good? Yeah. Okay. I think I would have liked it. You know what? Yeah, I gotta bring it up. I bring it up. How do we do it? I do not know exactly. Hey, Ronnie. Yes, yes, it is the best axolotl in a bucket statue on the server. Indeed. Indeed it is. Very nice. Very nice. Really cool. I like it. It's just too bad you may have put it in a not so great spot. Maybe it would have been better like against that wall there. Then I could have maybe kept it a nice little statue for the rich people. Although they probably want like the blue axolotl in the bucket since they're rich. Okay, so we go that way up. What if we just did it like that every time? And then cut all these out, which is gonna take forever. Is that how far we go? I think we went too far. We're gonna have to anyway. That one, but rip. So any of those will come out. All these would come out. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Right, this one. Sorry, you can't knock me out with snowballs. I think that's right. I guess all this will come out as well. I'm going to keep this in this center part for now, though, so I know where it is. All right, nice, nice. I think this is going to look pretty epic. It's just a bunch of logs right now, but the structure is looking pretty good so far. Oh yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. It's going to be an open structure, like an open air type of structure. We're not like it's not going to have a dome or anything like that encasing it. That log go that there it is. Okay. Yeah, no, still no music. 1 second. I'm gonna finish off this real quick. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll put that music on while I'm AFK. This is where we start. Wait, is it here? Right? Yeah, I see. No? Yes? Yep, it's right. Okay. We're good. Yep, that's right. You see that right. Atomic just went back to his base so he could get wind charges to mess with us. Which you know what that means then. Realizes he can't do anything. Those still might work. I think those are a different setting actually. I don't think I turned it off. They're all up there. He's just standing there shaking his head at me. Well, what you get? What happens whenever you Abuse your privileges, or at least try to. Abuse of power. What happens? You lose it. Why does this one keep throwing me off? That's right. Yeah, and this one would be up. I think we did it. We did it. Take all this. We could take the whole thing, I guess. Do that for now. All right. Snag these. Hey, you can land that one, but I can't land the ones I'm coming in slowly. We could do a little more with these ones. These, I don't know, cardinal direction facing pieces, but we can, I don't know. We'll wait on that. We'll wait on that. Try to get this top piece finished. Now we're just going to go flat, straight flat from here. So follow what we did down there, I guess. Who's that? But what? Which pond is that? Oh, the new one? Like get your new base? How did that happen? Bad water. Okay, that might actually be perfect though. Perfect. Perfect indeed. All right. I will take a quick break. I will put some more music on for you guys so you're not sitting in silence. And when I come back, I will actually probably do more of the real structuring of the entire village, city, village, town area. Try to put some random paths in maybe, but we don't need a whole lot of paths because I think what we'll do is we'll make the main path, sort of gauge an idea of where everything will be, but then from there I think we'll make the houses and then we'll just make offshoots from the main path that connect those houses after the houses are made, you know what I mean? So we have plenty of space to do that. Again, all of the forested area, all of this mountainside is going to be buildable for those houses. We use all of it. A ton of space, big hole right next to where they live, but hey, we'll cover that up. We'll have to do a little bit of maintenance already, but we'll get to that. Yeah, all of this free to build, nice and flat areas as well. Some big old houses just right on the plains area. Some nice open mountain ridge here. I don't think we're going to use this top. We're going to use this for something. I think we need like a big monument or something up here probably. But yeah, actually, as far as monuments go, man, this thing's looking pretty awesome, isn't it? I think it turned out pretty decent so far, even for just a hunk of spruce logs. But we will, yeah, we'll make it more than that for sure. I think for now we'll focus more on everything else. We have this main structure for like what our centerpiece, the center of the town square sort of thing will be. Not really the center of the town because again, there's not really going to be much town over here. We could maybe put a couple houses over here though. I could see that working. But yeah, it's sort of you come down the mountain toward this area, and this is going to be like more industrial, not industrial in a sense, but it's going to have like all the public amenities basically. And then of course, right up the hill there, you can even see it from here. You can see the almost looks yeah, it's a giant cliff there, but yeah, the market, that's what it's called, the marketplace. So we will also make a path that goes up there for these guys. Probably come right about here, I would imagine. I'll give them the path like right up to here, probably. I haven't seen a wandering trader in so long. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, he's got mangrove and packed ice. We need. I'm gonna skip on that. That's not worth the emeralds. However, the mangroves are. I'm gonna buy those. You need. You going, puppy dog? You leaving us? Throwing my riches around real quick. Grab those other riches out. Yeah, I don't think we need that many. Oh, what? Like just despawn on me? What in the world? Hello? Oh, that's messed up, man. We're just gonna despawn. Go off on like an adventure somewhere. He's just gone. Okay. Well, that's messed up. What is this orange block down there? Oh, it's just a cow. It's just a cow. That's awesome. We can. Yeah, it's so easy to see. It's a very prominent structure. Love it. Definitely needs a little more going on, but we'll get to that. All right. Anyway, I thought it was nighttime. Not quite. If I sleep now, maybe I'll be able to make it through to the next day. We'll keep that a stripped one just in case we use some. And Sydney is back in. Hello, dog. What you doing, puppy? You doing, puppy? Tap it down. I know. All right. Give me a second. I will be RB. Why? There random piece of sandstone there. Oh, oh, you can land there. Nice. That makes things easier. Ooh, good catch. Nothing below that? There has to be. Yeah. How am I? Wait, what? I must. Yeah, that's too high up. Because can't you? Can I like try to place it and place myself in a one by one? Pretty sure you can do it. Come on. Oh, I had it. There it is. There it is. GG. BRB. Wait. All right, now we're safe. We're safe. We're especially safe because Tomic isn't allowed to build right now. BRB. I assume he meant there, so you guys can know what he's talking about. We will go check out that new base. Rip fishies. Must all dried up on land or something. Cave song is incoming, and me outgoing for now. Or we're all sleeping through the night. Hello, everybody. You're back. Boom. Perfect. See, that is how you break blocks in a build without griefing it. If anybody needed a little lesson on that in the Monkraft community, I'm saying that, but I don't even know if Atomic's here. All right, well, we are back. We are here. That's what matters. I mean, part of what matters. It also matters that you're here. Hello. Even Atomic. Let's start with the actual build. Oh, yeah, the actual build. Let's start with the actual thing here. I really wish I had some dirt to fill this in. It's gonna bother me so bad. Let's just get cobble, whatever. I don't care. It's gonna bother me. I'm over it. Never mind. Over it already. Sydney has joined us, and she's gonna sit on the hard floor. That's a great button idea. Idea that is. I think comes to yeah, Java. Only the smallest of snow piles can be built over. Break all those ourselves. Could be worse, I guess. Have to do all of them, and it could all be covered. Like and subscribe, though. Check out the description if you want to maybe join the Discord. Get in on some Monkraft, and this is our forever, permanent, forever world. And even though Monkraft has, yeah, Atomic has lost his permissions for being a bad boy, we have fun here. We're looking for, of course, more members. We've just opened it up a little bit more now that we're fully in the swing of Java and Bedrock crossplay. Got the plugins in place that we wanted to get. Again, mostly, as we talked about before, mostly just to allow players some safer building with the flames, but then it's at the same time trying to bring it back to that vanilla feel with the PvP claims, so that people have some incentive to go out and do that. Even if it's not PvPing directly, still just going out in contestable areas, not just staying in safe zones all the time. Still building things that could be taken. We've actually been doing that ourselves. Legacy base, baby. Shout out. It looks incredible. Like, it really does, because that's what happens when you get, well, not necessarily me. I did do a bunch of the cutting out of things, but you get a bunch of good builders together. Although, again, Pundy's mostly been doing most of it. To be completely honest, Ben's done a bit. KG did a little bit. I did a little bit as well. It's mostly been Pundy, though. Pundy's been cooking there. But it is a collaborative effort and looks pretty nice. And it's pretty big. I think, again, a lot of my... As far as building goes, I haven't done much. I've done a little bit of building, but I have done a lot of the cutting out and stuff. Expanding of the base itself to help us with that building faster. Help those builders get to building, you know. Just like Templar's Common Goods, we get the little things so you can do big things. We're pretty much the same when it comes to building. We'll do the cutting, so oh man, we don't have one yet, but we'll do the, I don't know, I'll get something. The other one just came to me immediately. This one might take a bit, but you know, we can do the mining and the cutting out of things, slogans aside, in order for good builders to do their building instead of focusing on the cutting out of stuff. And even the, again, Templar's Common Goods, even the getting of the goods for you guys to do the building. I've been doing that for KG. KG is my number one customer, I would have to say. Most of my balance, most of my money that I haven't just been AFK'd, where you see the 100 coins every 20 minutes you get 100 coins. That's like a very small AFK balance that you can receive. It's nothing crazy, so it's not like you're gonna get rich from that, but it's a little bit to get you to keep you going. You also get 1,000 per day for login bonus, which I do have working now, but I did realize I had to claim mine. I don't know if that's because I was logged in the whole time and it reset and I had to claim it, and it's only on login that auto gives it to you on a new day. So you have to like re-log or something, but I don't know. Not sure. Not sure. Bring this out the whole way. I'm going to use up basically all its power rate. That's what it's for. Again, all this stuff I have, I literally just got for this stream. I'm not used to doing that very normal thing. I'm gonna try to do it a little more often though, and hopefully not have to start stream late because of that. Wasn't the only reason I had to start late. But that was done. The getting of the materials was done late because of it. Also wasn't fully certain if this was what I was going to do today, but I think this is a great idea because then we could. I wanted to do this anyway soon, and then we'll also be able to get to building in this actual area here. The houses here, and another community buildable area. As long as the builders aren't just griefing each other while they're building. If you want to do that, you can go out in the PvP zones or the vanilla areas, I suppose. Which I do plan on doing myself. Just like we want to incentivize people not hanging out in the safe zones all the time. I do plan on not hanging out in the safe zones all the time. And I don't, of course. We do have our. I'm hoping more teams start coming together. It doesn't mean that people need to immediately be enemies, but I mean, technically, that is what it's all for. It's all in good fun, obviously. Um, and we do have the team system, which is basically just fully. I mean, I guess it's not the primary thing is for PvP, but I was thinking about it recently, and I mentioned it in one of the last streams because of the way that like the top kingdoms get a big like RP that those resource points, a big boost per day, like 10,000 for the top kingdom, and we could always mess with all those numbers to make it even better, or just keep it about the same substantial wise. Like I think everything needs to kind of come up in amount as when it comes to resource points a bit. We'll still be fine tuning that soon. That really needs to be done though. Once I finish this plugin for the skill elytra, that's probably the next thing. That and a couple other like bigger things, trying to figure out if I can get the old end back, things like that. But yes, aside from that, you don't necessarily. I think I would have to because there's other incentive for being the best kingdom and stuff, and other ways in which you can do that. I think that does maybe make non non-aggressive rivalries possible between kingdoms, even between ally kingdoms. I think there's a lot of potential for some fun with that. Because again, the top kingdom is going to get the biggest boost per day. And that's going to help them to even snowball into a greater kingdom. And we'll just see what happens. Sorry, they had to come down here. We'll even do like this. There you go, Tommy. You happy? It's a little better that way, I think. Give your axe, put it on your axe. Oh my goodness. There you go. You wanted. Nice. Let's just do some spruce walkways to begin things. We'll make it like a circular design for like the we could put like the amenities, the public amenities can go in here and we can make like a circular design for how they're laid out. All the necessary things. Hmm. Might as well get some builder points because yeah, I do think what we're gonna end up doing crafter, builder, and smith, I believe are all gonna be the ones that have something craft and engineer for redstone. Craft related involved, I do believe, well, obviously for crafter, engineer is gonna be craft redstone crafted stuff. Smith's gonna be armor and weapons and things like that, tools, all the that kind of stuff, all the equipment. Um, Crafter is going to be like basically everything except maybe the equipment stuff. And I think I'm going to include the redstone in crafter just because the number is going to be pretty big and it'll just be a little bit of an addition to it. And then I'll give you a little bit toward the engineer, the elytra as well. But yeah, we're not going to use like planks or sticks or anything like simple like that. Those aren't going to count. But I do believe that we could do. I was going to do like slabs and stairs. Those could still be a thing for crafter, or I could just make them a thing for builder because I think that might make a little more sense. It makes builder a little less cheesable if you also have to do a little bit of crafting things, and also might just do some stairs right now. Either way, this will either help for crafter or builder, whichever one decide to put it in. I don't know. You guys can always give me your input on that. That's like where we're at right now, though. Crazy. We're actually at the point where I'm doing the fine detailing of exactly how all the requirements for these things. Not exactly where I am. I guess there's a few things I have to do in testing still before that, but those are ready to sort of be tested. I got to restart the server in order to do it. So in the meantime, I was sort of getting ahead of myself a little bit, trying to figure that stuff out, but it's needed anyway. But also to figure out which things I can actually do and which I can't. But it turns out that everything I thought I could do is what I can do. So we won't have many issues. There's a few small things. What I actually thought that maybe we had a little bit more control over block tracking which specific blocks are placed, but in hindsight, yeah, that's not a thing that's anywhere in the stats. You have times broken and not well, you have times broken, but like times mined, as in the block is broken. Times broken, which is an interesting stat in itself. Like that is something, but not like times placed. You know what I mean? Like they have times broken, but not times placed. I feel like that would be so much better. Times crafted, which is good because we need that. But as long as it's here, then we can track it. And that's those. So those are both things. But we can at least, yeah. So mining things, we can do miner in a way that only counts ores. Do crafter in a way that's we have. This is one of the ones so far in the first batch. This is going to take the most time, but it's really not going to take much time. It's really just making the very catered list of which items will be counting, or the overall number. Because for the crafter, it'll be an overall number. For a lot of them, it'll just be an overall number hitting that. The logger will be that as well. It won't be like a total number of every log. Although again, that will help with cheesing if you have to do a little bit, at least not much, but it will help a little bit with cheesing if you have to do um, each log like a certain amount. And then also to help with the cheesing for that one, we are adding sapling planting, which is also still not like that terrible, but it's just another thing. You can't just break and place logs constantly. And I mean, sure, you can cheese by doing that and doing it with other things like miner as well and whatever, but okay, fine. You just won't really get a whole lot in return other than the elytra. But if you would do it the real way, and actually, try to let's just make these into plants. Actually, try to get it like the normal way by doing whatever, breaking logs or whatever you're going for. Then you'll also get whatever it is you're doing in return as like an extra reward. So all the logs you got while getting the log or elytra, instead of just breaking the same block over and over again, placing and breaking it, you get like all the logs and then also the elytra. So that's like a cherry on top, a bonus. The normal way to do it. I don't think I'll be cheesing much of any of them. I do like this sort of design for paths. I don't know what you guys think about it. I use it a lot though, I feel. We need to do a little bit more in terms of lanterns. It's actually kind of cool. Should we just make these like crosses? I just extend the top one more. Okay, hold on. I have a small idea. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm looking at it and I can't help myself. A couple ideas. Make some space. Another right. Oh, okay. Where did that even come from? Yeah, so far though, we have the plugin so that you can, when you get the elytra, you can store it. You can't drop it, and if it's stored and then the chest is broken and it is somehow dropped, you can still pick it up. But another player cannot take it out of, move it at all while it's in the chest. They can't move it at all, and they also cannot pick it up at all. All of that has been tested, confirmed. So that was like probably now that all that works, that's like the hardest part. Now it's just like implementing all the other stuff on top of that. I got the skeleton and the whole thing sort of ready to go. That's sort of the part right now. The next reset. As long I have like one more thing I want to test real quick, as long as that's all working, then I'm gonna do the big old. It's not even that much really, but the implementation of what the plugin will be doing for all 29 of the elytra. I hate that number that it ended up 29 because we combined two and it was 30 before. We need gold and I need quartz, and I think I have just enough quartz, I hope. Oh, yes. 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 I have spruce still, yeah. We do this. Why did I get more gold? Wait, I don't think I need more gold, but that's fine. But you need is exactly how much quartz we need, so that's great. How would this look? Uh, eh. I have another idea. I have another idea. What about glass? About some white stained glass, maybe. Doesn't even have to be white, but white would be okay. White, light gray. I have one of those at least on me already. White or light gray. Also think I have two light gray dyes randomly somewhere. Right here, actually. Be sure I have the last gray, light, red. Why not? I thought I had that. Maybe that was something in the shulker I lost. Was the light gray glass? Maybe I was thinking of the gray that it's hard to see. I mean, we could use gray. How much is that? 13. Okay, it's not enough anyway. Whatever. Grab this. This makes 8, right? So it'll be just enough. You make more. Hold on. You make more if you do it with the glass itself, I think. Well, we get 16. Hold on. Never mind. That would just make 8, I think, right? So more glass panes. So we would actually do less, end up doing less of the gray, which is fine. That's fine with me. We do want to do this. Grab those. Yeah. We're good. Use these. Hopefully. Puppy, why don't you sit on the pillow instead of the hard floor, you goofball? Did you hear that? The big hop from the pop from the puppy dog? That is scary. Or started scratching her, petting her, scratching her. He wasn't expecting the goofy dog. Oh, was that a screen flash or was that what happened to the music? What happened to my glass there? What did happen to the music though? Is it still on? Oh yeah, it's just quiet, I guess. Oh, this one. I like this song. It's a good one. I like this AI beat. That might be okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. It's pretty subtle. We didn't want. I don't know. The whole block was a bit much. I think this is just enough. Wish it was like a little more square, that rectangle, but that's fine. That's fine. I think it'll work. Woo. Yes. Just fly to the top. Why not? Almost right off the side. No other way up. There's no other way up, I guess. Wow. Wait a second. Okay. Big thump, I'm not sure that was Sydney or something else. Oh, hit the little side of the log. And come on. Wait, which one? That one. Great. Get rid of the snow. Thank you. Oh, I think I missed a little bit. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I do think we need some of this to be stripped, but I'm just not sure which yet. What if we could, is there a way we could like heat this so this is an actual lake or an actual like water source instead of just ice? Hmm. Like this. I hate to waste the lanterns, but I'll use them just for now, I guess. Rip. Be nice if the sand would stop falling in. Got enough of it. deal with what we want anyway. We just want more water there. Partially. There we partially go. Grab Digsby real quick and knock some of this out. Get some lanterns there. Actually, I will take that dirt as well, even though I don't need it really anymore. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. I'll have to go back and get all my other dirt, wherever that is. Oh. It's working. It's working. It's working. Let's go with this one. This one, actually. Wait. That one. And that water. Look at that. And now they have a cool little stream here, honestly. Pretty sweet. Keep the lanterns there, will also still look very cool. Lanterns make everything look cool. This whole area should look very, very cool because of the lanterns. Indeed. One more for me. The sand down. Hey. Lanterns. There. There. That one. Perfect. We could even put one there then. Okay, that'll do. Looks like it's random, but it's not. It should clear up all the ice that there is around them, at least. It's possible. It's about the best we can do, though, I guess. You know what? Actually, just for now, because once Pundy can afford to give us maybe some frog lights of any sort, frog lights under the water would look really cool still, again. And also, I think they count as a heat source, right? So it should melt the ice and also be able to just be underwater. So that would be cool. Wait, can't lanterns be underwater? Wait a second. I didn't even think about that. You put these under? Are they fully enclosed lantern? Oh, I never even thought about that. Underwater lanterns, but I don't know. The fog lights will still probably look better. Imagine. I imagine I'll probably have to actually buy those and not get them donated to me this time on the house from the lighthouse. Or on the lighthouse, if you will. I do feel like we should do a little more for this path here. For these rich folk, they would like something a little more, I'm sure. To do the same sort of design as we went with Ben City in the village, which is not as expensive, but with more expensive of a border here than just using some logs. You'd go with I don't know exactly. There's not a whole lot else. Ooh, oh man, it would be crazy. Like We could actually do amethyst because we have enough to do it. But that would kind of look a little insane, right? We should probably not do that, right? But you know what? How about I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Take this and this, I guess, we'll probably need. I really need. Oh, actually, I should have probably not done that. I don't know if I have any other quartz. We may have to go. If we end up needing some actual quartz for some reason, might need to go quartz mining. Anyway, whatever. Let's. Oh, there's a bunch of amethyst right there. Let's go with a dark oak. We already have some here as well. Fine, it's not going to be enough. Let's grab all that. Well, I think we'll do pretty much what we did. At least for here, it's not going to be the entire path, but I think for this part, might be okay here. Here, we'll do this. Whatever, I had the stairs. You left perfect too. Oh, maybe that wasn't there yet. Yeah, well, that's gonna go when we happen. I guess I technically do a decent bit of building as well, all things considered. I just don't do like really nice builds, but I do a lot of big ones, honestly. No, I guess, yeah, maybe not compared to what Atomic's done now, which maybe we should go check out soon. We'll take a break here in a bit and go check out what he's done so far. Maybe also take a stop at Pundy's. I don't know, he's still there, I guess. Somewhere. And some of these cave songs are new. Even if you've been around for a bit, you may not have heard some of these. Still the old cave song style you know and love, though. Maybe even more of the style coming out, though, in this version 5, these version 5 songs. Now, the Suno AI music generator I use as for the members that I am. Not the studio, the big one, but the first paid membership step. You do get the version 5 instead of 4.5, but now they've just come out with version 5.5, which I can also use. Have not yet. That'll be interesting. All right, Atomic. Catch you later, man. Sorry I wasn't able to get to your building time. Good night. Good night. I'm not sure if you're in stream yet or not, but in any case, good night. Just before we forget, don't tell him he has permission again. He'll never know if you don't tell him. Too close, too close. Let's change. Let's just like the top. Let's expand it, make it bigger. Means we'll sleep real quick. I probably won't be on too much longer myself. It is quite late. I did start late. Sorry again about that. It happens. Especially again around this time. There are things that need to be done. Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow morning though, bright and early, so don't worry. Won't be that long before you see me again. We hopefully get. I'm gonna do my best to get like some of the pathing going here, but I feel like we have like enough of a general idea of just like where it is. And just I I mean, it's not going to be like it's going to meander through anywhere. It's going to be pretty much that big route that goes down there. We're going to have to choose one of these sides or both, I guess. You could go on both sides, I suppose. I feel like maybe something should just go over here, though. Hold on. Where does this water go exactly? Okay, so it's just like a... Yeah, we could make this like a sort of a something, I suppose, right here on the waters, where the water comes together, almost converges. It's also a little hill. I think that would work. And there you go, Pup. That's a much better spot than the hard floor. The crazy, goofy dog. That's not the right one. There she is. There she is. Get to see her before we go. Well, we're gonna be here for a bit still, but either way, still good to see her. Ooh, that's nice. Everyone loves the pup. How do we do this though? I think if we fill this, it won't be as bad because we won't see this as much. Well, we can make these. Yeah, we'll just have to make them wood. We need more stairs. Also put that away. All right. Is it supposed to be here? What where you at? Right. Other flags. Well, if I do it right. Did that actually work somehow? Or do we just do this? Better if we... I think so. Yeah, you can't see the stone under there, so we can keep it like this. How about that? How about that? We're gonna put the planks in there. We don't have to put spruce though. Hold on. Hold on. And these are always something we can change. For now, let's do this. Here's an OG cave song. Would be nice to get a little bit of a version change. We'll keep them all in like the same overarching playlist, but if I could get like a batch 1, batch 2, batch 3 and onward cave songs sort of thing, and for all the other ones, the jazz beats, the spook hop, the metal energy, bring those back soon enough. Both of those last two, spook hop and metal energy. We have a bunch more new songs from both of those to share with you guys. AI stuff, but you know, it's still fun to listen. Still good background stuff. Did we just wait? What happened here? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Didn't put the stairs in it. Over here. Here we go. Okay. Did I slightly cook, perhaps? Just a little bit? I mean, nothing crazy, you know. But still. Yeah, those come out. I'm not saying I'm no atomic sub here, but I think this is pretty decent. So far. A long way to go. A long way to go. There's a very rich neighborhood after a very rich and large neighborhood. You know, a lot of left to do. But if we would, yep. Maybe even all of them, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to strip all of them. Ooh, oh my goodness, I have another good idea. I am not gonna lie, I'm kind of cooking right now. More than possibly usual. I'll attribute some of that to seeing all these great Monkraft builders, and in particular, even being able to watch Pundy MC, our other content creator on the channel, or on the in the community. The community. Great builder himself. We will go check out some of his stuff. I think he's still lurking around here somewhere. I don't know. Find out. Boom. Check this out. Check out this idea. It's here to step on. We do this. You step up more. And do this. I think we want to go up two at least. Be there, and then we make it there, and then be there. We go three. Do this. Yes. Yes. You know where I'm going with this, right? I've done it. I've done it. I think I've just leveled up my builder level. Very possible. Oh, I could even put something on top of the light lamppost. We'll get to that later. Let me slow down a little bit here. Let me slow down a little bit. Wait, hold on. There we go. Get these in place. I went three, right? One. Pointing inward. Nice. Yep. That's definitely awesome. What do you guys think? I always say that whenever I think it looks good. It doesn't always happen, but I do always let you guys know if I think what I build actually looks good. What you guys build almost always looks good. Except whatever the monstrosity was before the axolotl that Atomic was doing over there. I have no idea what that was about. Three. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the builds. And if you like them, then thank you. If you don't, then I don't care. This is pretty good. I do actually quite like how this is coming out. And again, we have an idea of where the path will be. We can like throw that together a little bit more here, I guess. A lot more material. Maybe we cut this out. This needs to be here. Step going here. Oh yeah, we do need those. Wait, those are oak stairs. How did that happen? What? Where's what? Where did those even come from? Oh yeah, just few stairs. Don't have yet. because they were oak ones somehow. And sleep. Nope. 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 I think it should like just go on the side here somewhere. Maybe one on all the sides, but like it should just be out here. It just looks terrible there as well. Crafting tables just don't look good. They're just not a good looking block, are they? Silky, take that. It's a much better looking block in my opinion. The E-chest. Here. Sure. So where we can kind of maybe try to even match it up with this. How many out? 3 passed. 1, 2, 3 is where we go up. Okay. I think this is where, just like we do again at Bend City, same thing. That could be cobble. Of course, here we'll go with that design. 5 up there. Quartz on the top. And then strip. Ooh, but it's too low. Also, I think we're gonna go with a different type of quartz. Right, we might as well. Spice it up even more. Pillar chiseled? I don't know what is that. Isn't it called chiseled, I think? What's this one? Smooth quartz bricks. So we need to like cut some if we wanna like make them into slabs. That is, oh wait, what's that? Quartz pillar. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with the pillars. Easy to do. Don't have to make them into slabs first, then. Plus, pillars look. I mean, they look fine. They look fine. Pillar makes sense as well for what they are. I also do 2 at a time, which is kind of nice. These. So I guess what we really want here is. Oh, that only does 3, isn't that? In that lane. Do that. I think that'll be fine, right? I think that's okay. Now the question is, do we put posts here, lamp posts here as well? If we do that, should it maybe go back one more? These are questions we must answer, but perhaps at some future time. Right now, I think before I do end up finishing off the stream, We think we're gonna go and we do a little more with these stairs or with the regular path. So let's see. Main area here can kind of like call all of this within these like little tiny hills here the main area. So we go outside of it. I do kind of think we turn here. We can do a big bear to the right here and turn up this hill somehow. You can go right up here. We can though, maybe I'll curve it like I'll keep curving it. Curve it like around here. We could perhaps use this for a build area. And we can perhaps then use this for a build area as well. Two very easy, big flat open areas. Over here as well for another one. We can probably get another one in there. Two huge houses still. Just wrap the path up and probably bring it like right up to here. I think as well will do. So how does this work? You know what? Water time. The first one's usually the best one, huh? Goes in like every direction. We just make it here. But yeah, if it's a path, does it like, will snow actually stay on it? Maybe we do go straight here. We just wrap it up here. That mess with this hill a little bit. Then you try to get under the desk now, of course. Wake up, puppy dog. I'm going to the desk. Okay, that's not bad. He's ready for bed. It's like 11 o'clock. It's like 3 hours past my bedtime. You're used to the early. We used to be on a very early day schedule. Not so much anymore, huh, puppy? You're like, I'm still on the early schedule. I like to be up at 6, and I like to be in bed at 6. That's her philosophy. That's her philosophy, but she can't do it on her own because she loves to cuddle too much. Treats, number 1 in her book. Me specifically, number 2. Cuddles, number 3. And sleeping is number 4. Frisbee is probably close number 4 or 5, probably like tied with sleeping. And that's Sydney. That's all you need to know about her. Her top 5 things in life. Also probably maybe up there in the top 5. It'd be another close 4 to 6. Would be my youngest nephew. I'll throw him in there too. Not I don't know if my oldest nephew will take offense at that or not, but he never. I think he does like Sydney quite a bit. He just never like showed it as much. Of course, a different age though, being the oldest compared to the youngest. The youngest who's known Sydney his whole life. Oh, okay, never mind. What am I saying? Those are just. I can just pick those right back up. That's okay. Oh, I don't have any more. Put those in here. I don't think I need those for now. We're gonna put them over here, I guess. What are they those? This, okay. Maybe we don't actually. Hold on. Well, it needs to go some. Oh, you know what we'll do? Oh, I know. Maybe I know. We do maybe need these. didn't think I had any. Oh, that's dark oak. That's why I didn't know. Wait. Oh, let's start. Oh, wait, yeah. No, what do I say? What do I say? I need the dark oak. That's what I need. Why did it not pick a block? Oh, it did. It's just I'm losing my mind. I need to go to sleep, I think. I was ready for bed early too. Would just give me the that one. Okay. I mean, we've basically taken this whole hill on. Now I kind of feel like we should just continue straight, flat, right? That make more sense. I feel like that makes more sense. Like no hill left. All right. Well, I do think we have enough of a gist. I did want to get more of a path done, but I am glad I did something else that's kind of worth it. Sort of random. I mean, it wasn't exactly what something I had in mind, but it sort of was. I mean, I wanted to make like a centerpiece, town square sort of area for it, and so there you have it. There it is. Put this all down as quick as we can, and then pick all the straggling pieces of everything. Well, yeah, we just got all these logs from the mega tree farm, replanted it, so they should be. I'll go AFK there for a little bit, some point soonish. Throw all those back. Probably get a bunch more as well while I'm at it. Need it. Of course, I want those. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it'll just come this way. Probably fill this in with dirt so it's a little flatter. And we'll probably go up here, sidewise like this. Oh, not that far, I guess. Here, we will probably actually go right up to here, so probably this way. Yep. Nice. Now, what will we do with these paths is maybe the question we need to answer. We could put an ice boat dock. That'd be fun, right? That seems like a good rich person thing. An ice boat dock, ice fishing, and ice boat dock. I guess maybe we can keep the big pond here as long as it stays, I guess, because this is gonna freeze over, and then there's gonna be a hole in the ice that has more ice below it. But yeah, I think we can do that. So that path will go there. It has a real reason. These are the main paths. These are the ones that go to the rest of the village area. This one can as well, kind of. But what if we would do like look, it kind of points to this hill here. We could even keep a hill to make this like what would be like almost like a mayor, the mayor's house. The mayor's house of we need names for all the different like small villages within Spawn City. Monkraft Kingdom. Monkraft Kingdom, the name of Spawn City. Slime Cave has its village. There's going to be the much bigger village here. I'm sure there's many other ones to come. I was going to probably put one over on the other side as well. Just why not? This is the west side. The west side is going to be the rich area, and then you have the slightly less rich area, perhaps over here. Other than Atomic's incredible house, don't mind that. The other area is probably going to be over here anyway, not quite next to his. We should make some farmland somewhere out here, just because. Why not? But I think maybe like right over here, perhaps around this area, and maybe around this hole here, because this hole actually does have. It's gonna have two different entrances. I'm gonna put an entrance here that's going into the underground areas, because this is like Moria basically, and then also this entrance that already exists down here. So, yeah. Hey, buddy, you're down here with me, huh? Welcome to the dojo. Oh, rip. Those two. Okay. I was ready for more. Enderman. Nah, we're good. You can do your thing. Alright, but yeah, that wouldn't be bad. This used to be all forest. We just recently cleared it out for good. It was getting cleared out for a very long time. We finally finished it off. They've got the very first bridge, though. That's like a monument right there for the villagers. Nice. Of course, my tower here, the spire, probably called something like that. I don't know. We already have Templar Tower, so we can't call it that. It needs to be something like the spire. Maybe the double spire, because I do want to make this one into sort of a matching one. Maybe connect them, make them almost like a diamond with a hole through the center. Wouldn't that be cool? Again, marketplace still need a lot more house. It's so I don't know. Maybe you guys only felt like building a place for yourself, but this was the idea was that you guys can build technically more than one place, and you don't have to own the place you build. You can build one, and we will be able to rent it out. In fact, I just have to set that stuff up. Eventually, we'll have that all in place where we can do sub claims, even in the server areas where we can have them rentable and exact taxes from people, not taxes, but the rent from people. And I mean, it's worth it, right? It'd be low. It's not going to be anything insane. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be a little bit of a money that's worth it to set up your shop right here in the hopefully main spawn area. And really, I guess, who knows what it'll truly end up being. And again, that's why like it does kind of matter where you live. Things are close enough once you get Elytra and once you know all the routes and whatever. Things are close enough. You don't have to worry as much, but there still will be like some differences between economies in different cities. Spawn City, Bend City. AG's is very, very close, so you almost don't even need to count that. In fact, speaking of, we're going to be doing a ton of stuff coming up soon, hopefully, at KG City. Almost building it entirely because it doesn't have it has a bit, but we can still, there's so much really initially to do there, but it does have a lot of bones still. So we're gonna be there soon doing that, and I'm gonna set up a nice route on the nether roof going there. And if we do that, it's gonna make it super super easy to get to KG City. It's gonna be like literally like a 10 block walk in the nether from spawn. So in a sense, I think they'll be economy wise, they'll be very connected. Bend City will also obviously be connected, but it's a little farther off, so you can maybe see a little bit of price fluctuation and maybe differences in stock or just shops or whatever that are available between the two of those. And then whatever else ends up popping up in the future. Because again, the way that our team system, our team and PvP system, there's not just incentive to go out in PvP and get team claims that it can be contested and taken by other teams. Uh, because those claims will start earning as soon as we get everything fully in place. It'll earn you more and more resource points for your kingdom based on how many claims you're holding in the PvP areas. Right now, it's just a flat number based on if you're online or not, based on how many players you have and if they're online. Like there, we have 2 players. So, well, Pundy's not here apparently. I forgot that he left a while back. Yeah. So because there's 2 of us online, we're getting 2 different pops there of the resource points. But since Ben is, wait a second, Ben is not AFK anymore because we are getting. You can see if you look up, we have 850, 550, 750, then we have 850, 050, then we have 150, 350. So all those times Ben's been AFK. Now suddenly Ben is not AFK. We're calling him out right now because he did something. Because we just got 200 for each of us there. So that's still something you still get that either way, whether you're AFK or not. You do, but though, as you can see in practice there, if you're AFK, you aren't going to earn as much for your kingdom. You're going to earn as much as you earn normally because it's a 1-to-1 ratio with the player money, and you can transfer that. In fact, I could pay my guys today. So what I would normally do is I would do kingdom, resource point, withdraw, and I'll take out I don't know, pay myself a little bit as well. Let's go with there's 4 of us I'll pay, so let's go. I'll just pay us all the same today. Go 12,000 out. See, we have tons. Go up and up and up. We usually do make more, especially because we get the 10,000 every day for being first place. If anyone wants to contest it, we won't get as much, but hey, we're first, so we just keep getting that 10K every day. So that almost pays for this in itself. Pays for everybody except for me at least. But then I can do now I just took the 12,000 for myself from the resource points. It's now my coins. As you can see, my balance went up to over it's 1,036,435. So then but from there I can go /pay. I'll do Ben E awesome. I'll do 3,000. And I'll just write confirm now because I do have it, so I have to confirm that I can just confirm. And then do pay on the MC 1,000. Even if they're not online, I can pay them. Fundy. And then pay KG bills 3,000. They used to be part of Legacy, baby. There it is. There's your money. And you can't see their tags because they're not online though, but Ben is, so shows a little more info. Just like if you look at Baltop, see the tags of players online, me and Ben. But you can't see the other one. If you're wondering Baltop too, you can see that too. Couple nerds online too. I forgot about him. I don't know how I forgot about him. He's just out of the left of my vision here. Enderman. But yeah, all right. He's getting that playtime in as well. He's probably next up, next closest. A little over 8 days. I thought he was closer than that to 9. But what? And then I have he was like half of what I have right now. Yeah, a little. He's less than half of what I have right now. Boom. We're basically 17 days right now. 3 full days. If we just AFK for 3 days, well, I mean, like AFK when we're not here, but just stay logged in basically for the next 3 days, which is Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. If I can, in that time, get the plugin ready, that means we will actually get the Nerd Elytra basically Monday or Tuesday. And that mostly is gonna again depend, I would assume, on if I get the plugin, and of course Easter festivities going on. We'll stop a little bit of that. I might disconnect. I might not be on for who knows, who knows. So it's Monday or Tuesday. I feel I'll hit that 20-day point, which is I don't want to make it any higher than that. I was thinking it would be 30 days, but if you make it 30 days, and the only way to get it any type of efficiently is if you can actually AFK, especially the ascended version, which is even harder. It's already going to be 50 days. So again, for that, it's like, well, then you have to be able to AFK. Not everyone can AFK. That is, leave their computer or whatever device running for a long time, right? So in order to not make people do that to be able to get this cape, we did have to just diminish the amount a little bit. So it is what it is. It's kind of sort of similar for all of them in a sense. Like, you just grind the thing out, then you're going to get it in about the same amount of time. Either way, it still takes you 20 full days of playtime, quote unquote playtime, to get this one, which is still probably longer than if you would, uh, definitely longer than if you would intentionally focus on one of these skill elytra and grind it out for yourself. You would get it faster than the 20 days that the nerd elytra is needed. But of course, we all have time played already. But also, that being said, we all have stats in general. So I do feel like the builders of the server are going to have the builder elytra pretty quickly, if not immediately. We might not be the first one with an elytra on the server, because they might just auto get those basically when they log in as soon as the plugin's ready. I will probably not get any of the. I probably won't get the builder or crafter one just yet, just automatically because I have it already, and I don't have any other ones. We will be getting the elytra one on stream, basically, probably Monday. The way things are going, if everything goes well, probably Monday, which is again why we will see that and the nerd elytra both, the time played elytra, both coming probably Monday and Tuesday, Monday and or Tuesday. The two elytra will already be in our hands. Very cool. The activity mastery elytra a little harder to get. That would be where the time played falls in. So we will be focusing much more on the exploration mastery, because if you can get all of the elytra in one group, not even the ascended version, just the regular version of each elytra in a group, there will be a mastery version for it. So yeah, just some fun stuff going on in Monkraft. If you want to join, like, subscribe. You don't have to, I guess. I mean, yes, you do. What am I saying? You absolutely have to. We will know for sure. We will definitely know if you don't. Then join the Discord. The link is in the description. You can put in a Minecraft application, potentially join us here in the fun. Do your own thing. Make it your own forever world. It's not just a forever world, though. It's an online forever world, which is what's so great about it. The forever world with potentially your friends. We could not only potentially be your friends, but also potentially you could invite your friends. So just not only like and subscribe, but maybe share with others you know. Especially if you would perhaps like to join this community, and maybe again get your friends in on it too. We'd love to have you, especially if again we're a Christ-centered, traditional-minded, family-friendly community. You don't have to be a Christian to join us. You do have to respect the values we hold, of course. But as long as you're traditional minded, as long as you're, pretty much just a normal person, um, and especially obviously then if you are, you would like to be a part of a community that's sort of away from the crazy woke culture, especially online, we are then especially definitely the place for you. So join us in the Discord, put in an application. If that sounds like you, we would definitely love to have you join us. And as far as schedule goes, I am here every day except for Sunday, except for the Lord's Day. 1 day of rest. We do tend to hang out in Monkraft on Sundays anyway. Just to, we're hanging out with you guys, having a good time. AFK maybe, but we're still chilling sometimes. But every day, this is the only evening stream I do. I mean, usually here in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and this was a little later than usual when we got started here, so it does usually start a bit earlier, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. Every other day, though, except again Friday and Sunday, then every other day we are here 10 a.m. That is the stream time. So yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow then. Bright and early, 10 a.m. bright and early. For some more Monkraft action. Like I said, now that we have like a bit of a structure going here, I wanted maybe to have a little more, but this will probably do. This will probably be okay. I think we have maybe just enough going on here. In fact, this could be the build we do. The one I'm doing right here, like leading toward this like mayoral house. Maybe that's what we do tomorrow. The big build. It ought to be a big one anyway, right? And I'm technically sort of working on it a bit right now anyway. The area leading to it, getting it prepared to outline a little bit, you could say, perhaps a little outlined. Clean some of this other stuff up, this other dirt, that out of there, the last couple pieces. In fact, never mind, that'll probably have to remain out. We will bring these logs like this. This one will have to be up. Right. Yeah, I think this will be pretty good here. More of that dirt. All right, but yeah, I guess I might call it there, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's again a late one. Maybe that's good for you. Maybe this is the only time you've been able to stop in and hang out with us. I know we got a lot of people that lurk. Happy with that. I hope you're hitting the sub button and the like button at least. And yeah, even if you're just here to fall asleep sometimes to the dulcet tones and music. And then, just like, Ben, are you in stream or are you just like, you have ESP or something? But yeah, good night is right. Good night for me as well. Good night to all of you, and a blessed Good Friday night. Tomorrow, Holy Saturday, day after, we'll, of course, again, we'll be here 10 a.m. tomorrow. Chilling again right here. Same time, well, not same time, but the same place, literally same place right here. Nerds Templar and in Monkraft and at Spawn and in this village that we're creating. And maybe, again, any of you Monkcrafters out there perhaps want to join me tomorrow here, tomorrow morning during the stream for a building instead of just trolling me. that's the key part there is joining for the building of the server instead of the trolling of the server owner, right? Yes, but all in good fun, of course. And I don't know, I'm slightly tempted to keep this atomic. I hope that maybe you don't mind perhaps moving this guy somewhere else, because he is pretty cool, but he might need to go somewhere else. I do feel like this wall has some potential for it. What's this hole about? But yeah, again, see you tomorrow, guys. Randy with Nerd Templar. Signing off. Peace out. Discord link in the description. Thanks for all you that were in game and in stream.